The overall residual risk level for the annual record APFT is low. Hazard number 1 is possible physical injury. The control that will be implemented is conduct proper stretching, perform within individual physical limitations, be aware of surroundings, and an AED is on site. Hazard number 2 is profiles and special populations. The control that will be implemented is exercise within the limits of individual profile. Hazard number 3 is dehydration. The control that will be implemented is water will be readily available to all soldiers at all times. Hazard number 4 is terrain. The control that will be implemented, carefully examine PT area prior to performing an event. Keep eyes ahead on 2-mile run route to watch for obstacles. Hazard number 5, possible inclement weather. The control that will be implemented is monitor weather report, seek shelter if needed. Hazard number 6, civilian vehicle traffic. The control that will be implemented is road guards along the 2-mile run route. Unit leaders and supervisors will ensure all controls are implemented. Every soldier is a safety and can make an on-the-spot correction to ensure safety. You are about to take the Army Physical Fitness Test, a test that will measure your upper and lower body muscular endurance. The results of this test will give you and your commanders an indication of your state of fitness and will act as a guide in determining your physical training needs. Listen closely to the test instructions and do the best you can on each of the events. The push-up event measures the endurance of the chest, shoulder, and tricep muscles. On the command Get Set, assume the front-leaning rest position with placing your hands where they are comfortable for you. Your feet may be together or up to 12 inches apart. When viewed from the side, your body should form a generally straight line from your shoulders to your ankles. On the command Go, begin the push-up by bending your elbows and lowering your entire body as a single unit until your upper arms are at least parallel to the ground. Then, return to the starting position by raising your entire body until your arms are fully extended. Your body must remain rigid in a generally straight line and move as a unit while performing each repetition. At the end of each repetition, the score will state the number of repetitions you have completed correctly. If you fail to keep your body generally straight, to lower your whole body until your upper arms are at least parallel to the ground, or to extend your arms completely, the repetition will not count, and the score will repeat the number of the last correctly performed repetition. If you fail to perform the first 10 push-ups correctly, the scorer will tell you to go to your knees and will explain your deficiencies. You will then be sent to the end of the line to be retested. After the first 10 push-ups have been performed and counted, no restarts are allowed. The test will continue, and any incorrectly performed push-ups will not be counted. An altered front-leaning rest position is the only authorized rest position. That is, you may sag in the middle or flex your back. When flexing your back, you may bend your knees, but not to such an extent that you are supporting most of your body weight with your legs. If this occurs, your performance will be terminated. You must return to and pause in the correct starting position before continuing. If you rest on the ground or raise either hand or foot from the ground, your performance will be terminated. You may reposition your hands and or feet during the event as long as they remain in contact with the ground at all times. Correct performance is important. You'll have 2 minutes in which to do as many push-ups as you can. Watch this demonstration. The sit-up event measures the endurance of the abdominal and hip flexor muscles. On the command Get Set, assume the starting position by lying on your back with your knees bent at a 90-degree angle. Your feet may be together or up to 12 inches apart. Another person will hold your ankles with the hands only. No other method of bracing or holding the feet is authorized. The heel is the only part of your foot that must stay in contact with the ground. Your fingers must be interlocked behind your head and the backs of your hands must touch the ground. Your arms and elbows need not touch the ground. On the command Go, begin raising your upper body forward to or beyond the vertical position. The vertical position means that the base of your neck is above the base of your spine. After you have reached or surpassed the vertical position, lower your body until the bottom of your shoulder blades touch the ground. Your head, hands, arms, or elbows do not have to touch the ground. At the end of each repetition, the scorer will state the number of sit-ups you have correctly performed. A repetition will not count if you fail to reach the vertical position, fail to keep your fingers interlocked behind your head, arch or bow your back and raise your buttocks off the ground to raise your upper body, or let your knees exceed 90-degree angle. If repetition does not count, the scorer will repeat the number of your last correctly performed sit-up. If you fail to perform the first 10 sit-ups correctly, the scorer will tell you to stop and will explain your deficiencies. You will then be sent to the end of the line to be retested. After the first 10 sit-ups have been performed and counted, no restarts are allowed. The test will continue, and any incorrectly performed sit-ups will not be counted. The up position is the only authorized rest position. If you stop and rest in the down position, the event will be terminated. As long as you make continuous physical effort to sit up, the event will not be terminated. You may not use your hands or any other means to pull or push yourself up to the up position, or to hold yourself in the rest position. If you do so, your performance in the event will be terminated. Correct performance is important. You will have 2 minutes to perform as many sit-ups as you can. Watch this demonstration. A 2-mile run measures your aerobic fitness and endurance of the leg muscles. You must complete the run without any physical help. At the start, all soldiers will line up behind the starting line. On the command go, the clock will start. You will begin running at your own pace. To run the required 2 miles, you must complete the required 2-mile distance. You are being tested on your ability to complete the 2-mile course in the shortest time possible. Although walking is authorized, it is strongly discouraged. If you are physically helped in any way, or leave the designated running course for any reason, the event will be terminated. It is legal to pace a soldier during the 2-mile run as long as there is no physical contact with the paced soldier and it does not physically hinder other soldiers taking the test. The practice of running ahead of, alongside of, or behind the tested soldier while serving as a pacer is permitted. Cheering or calling out the elapsed time is also permitted. The number on your chest is for identification. You must make sure it is visible at all times. Turn in your number when you finish the run and go to the designated area for recovery. Do not stay near the scores or the finish line as this may interfere with testing.